Hey folks, welcome back to the farm. We are chilling on a beautiful fall morning out here in Nebraska. We just got back from having coffee with the guys in town. We've got some stuff we need to catch up on because we're still on a little break from harvest because of all that rain we got. So we need to catch up on some stuff and get some stuff done I've been needing to do for a while. So if you want to hang out with us, we'd be glad to have you. Sitting out here watching the guineas this morning eating bugs out on the lawn. They're getting pretty big. Ruby's never too far away from the guineas. She likes herding them around even though they don't need to be herded or probably want to be herded. First thing I want to do is I got this old bottle of honey that Mom had laying around. She doesn't use it. Somebody had given it to her. So we're going to take this out to the bees. We'll feed this back to the bees. And it's getting to be fall where there's not as many flowers around. And they could probably use the nourishment. So let's get it out there. Bees aren't quite flying yet. It's still a little cool this morning. So I just put a board down and dumped that jar out. Most of it's crystallized. But they'll still be able to eat it out of there even though it's crystallized. And it won't take them long to find it. They'll smell it. We'll bring you out later when they're flying a little bit better. And we'll show you. They'll be eating it. You can see the dead bees out in front of the hive there. That's them kicking the drones out of the hive for the winter. The drones are the male bees. And during the winter, the females kick them out of the hive because they don't want them eating up everything. They don't want to support the male bees. And they'll just rehatch some male bees in the spring when they need them again. I just noticed you can see where the hail hit the top of this metal cover on the beehives. All right, now we got to go get the tractor out. Got to keep an eye on Ruby though. She just got a bath, and Kelly won't like it if she goes out and rolls in some nasty stuff because that's what she does. The other day she found a very fresh pile of cow manure and rolled in it. Her back was completely green, but that's their natural way of covering their scent. It's like in their DNA, so they do it. Looks like the partridge family over here. So it's time again to roll our compost pile. If you remember how big this pile was, it's cooked down quite a bit. And this is all our newest grass clippings, so we'll pile these kind of up. We'll roll the old compost over on top of the new material, so it'll start cooking down in the pile. Found this old hunk of metal in the compost pile. We're forever finding metal poking up through the ground. But luckily we didn't get it in a tire. Looks to be an old electric fence stake that's been bent up pretty bad. Take a look at this beautiful compost. Gorgeous stuff. It's like soil. Next thing we need to do is unload the truck. We've been carrying around this post hole digger for over a week, the one we got at auction for our friends down in Tennessee. And then we also need to unload our trailer so we can stow the trailer back out of the way. Got the pallet forks. And then we picked up 2 garbage totes this morning at the hardware store because our garbage company informed us that they're not going to be servicing our area anymore. So our existing cans will be taken away on November 1st. And our new company doesn't supply cans, so we had to go buy 2 of these 96-gallon totes. They're about $130 a piece. But now a lot of folks around the county here, instead of paying for a garbage service, they'll have a trailer. They just park in the yard and throw their garbage in there as it accumulates, and then every now and then they pull the trailer into town and dump it. It costs $25 to dump. It costs $35 for the service, but we don't like accumulating garbage here on the place. It attracts rodents and starts to smell, and it's an eyesore, so we go with the service. Now they're official. Now this thing's going to require the use of the tractor and a chain to get out of here, so we'll get set up to do that. Gotta love a tractor. Work smarter, not harder. It's always a good idea to back in and out from underneath a load on your truck, because if you come over the side of the truck, you take the chance of your load breaking loose and then damaging the side of your truck or your tailgate. Make sure your tailgate's down. But you can avoid a lot of body damage by doing that. So this post hole digger here is pretty much ready to run. It's a real nice specimen. It's even got hardened edges to the auger. So the only thing that really needs to be handled, I think our PTO connection's working fine. This connection, however, here is froze up. So I'm going to take a wire wheel, clean this up. We'll put some penetrating oil on that and get this little ball to move in that socket. Brought a hammer over, didn't even need one. Spins free now. So now I'm going to add a little feature that I want to do on mine too. Around this pipe here, we're going to put a little chain to hold the PTO shaft up. So when you're taking it on and off the tractor, it's not flopping around in the way. And you can just unchain it, leave the chain there when you're using the implement. That's all there is to that there. Again, you can just unchain it, leave the chain wrapped around there. You need to do that on the brush hog too. That PTO shaft's always down in the dirt. That'll help keep it up out of the dirt. Alright, next thing we need to do is get these pallet forks off of our trailer. And again, we'll have to use the tractor for that. We'll just come in here with the bucket and then run a chain around this top bar and should pick her right up. Well, these hooks have been working out really great on the bucket of the tractor. They're just weld-on hooks you can buy at the hardware store. Welded them right onto our bucket. I made sure we were at a stronger point over here. You don't want to put them like out in here because you'll just bend your bucket. Now they do make a plate. A company called Bolt-On Hooks makes a plate that goes on here that bolts through and is actually a lot heavier gauge and actually rolls over the edge too. Not only keeps you from bending the middle of your bucket, but it gives you hooks and a hitch receiver, and I think some D-rings as well. Pretty cool stuff. It's almost a must. All right, we've got the pallet forks unloaded. Going to leave it here until we get a chance to work on it. Next month, this is going to Tennessee to our friend's place. Dave and Stephanie needed a pallet fork, but I'm going to put this thing on a diet before it goes. It's like 5 or 6 feet wide. Doesn't need to be that wide. And we're going to take these old brackets off. They're just bolted on. And then we'll shorten it up to about 4 feet, because that's all you need for a pallet. And the lighter weight your implement is, the more you can pick up with the implement. And he's got a 3 Series tractor just like this one, or pretty close. So it doesn't need to be this heavy. We will cut the ends off of it here. It'll probably be pretty close to the end of the headache rack here. We'll cut these outer pieces off, and then we'll re-weld those brackets on. We'll have to shorten this tube here, or actually we'll probably just move it over so there's more adjustment. We'll cut this thing off the center. It don't need to be there. That's like for a bale spear, which they won't need. And then this thing will get a lot lighter. We have the John Deere Quick Attach mounts that we need for the John Deere Quick Attach. We'll show you those real quick. Here's the Quick Attach plates that we purchased. It's got pins for the smaller and larger John Deere Quick Attach. I believe ours uses this one here, but the larger tractors use this one here. I don't know if the spacing between the top brackets is the same or not, but this bracket works for either. You get the pair for about 80 bucks, and these are long enough just to weld right on that frame. So that's going to make it real convenient. And these pallet forks here tend to kind of want to fall backwards when they're sitting by themselves on the ground. Lightening this side up quite a bit will help that, and they'll stay upright most likely. We just throw our 50-pound weight down there. All right, before we put the tractor away, we have a couple projects that we need to get done. When we dug our trench for our new hydrants over here, they didn't take all the dirt back in the trench, and as it rains it sinks in, and we have some sinkholes over here that we need to put some dirt in. And then out by our far culvert under the road, the front side of it's kind of washed out, so we need to do some dirt work down there as well. Right, here's our culvert here. You can see there's a big pile of dirt here in front of the culvert, and then this here is kind of undercut, and we've had a trench washed into here. So what we'll probably do is come in here with the tractor. We'll create an approach here to the culvert. We'll take this dirt, move it over here into this hole, and then I think we can come in with the tractor this direction and clean out most of this culvert here. Now last year when it snowed, this got a big ice dam on it, and the water backed up from this field all drains this way. And we had water backed up clear up in here. We had a big lake. Because it wouldn't go, I had to chip the ice out of here. So now this year when it snows, we'll come down and we'll clear this before it hardens, either with the tractor or we'll just shovel it out depending on how much snow is here, so the water won't accumulate again here. This will be free flowing when all the snow melts. What are you doing, Ruby? Down there playing in the water. That project is complete. We're all cleared out now. Been needing to be done for a while. Glad we got it done. Now we can keep her clean. Alright, here's some of our holes that we have along this trench line as it settles in. We're going to use some of the dirt we got from the culvert project to fill these in, smooth it out. Got another hole here by the hydrant that we came off of, and it goes pretty deep, so we'll probably water this in here to get it to flow down into that hole. Got some dirt in our trenches here, however it's too muddy to pack down. We're going to let this stuff dry out for, I don't know, a week or so, and then we'll run it over with the tractor and pack it and smooth it out. Just won't do it when it's muddy. Alright, we got the tractor put away. Our windmill project here is going to be jumping off again here pretty quick. We've contacted a guy to come out and put our rotor and motor up there. So we're looking forward to that, if he'll call us back. Well, it's warmed up. Let's go see if the bees found their little treat out here. Well, looks like they've found it. Both hives are looking real strong. They'll eat all that up, even that crystallized stuff in the bottle. They'll get that too. Well, folks, it's that time again. I worked through lunch like I normally do. And we got volleyball to go watch. So we're going to go do that. So hope you enjoyed hanging out with me here on the homestead as much as I enjoyed having you. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at Markelly Farm.